Good afternoon, everyone. It's July 10th at 5 o'clock, and this is the Vergne Library Board meeting. I'll call the meeting to order, and we do have a quorum. Hope everyone's had an opportunity to look over their minutes of the last meeting. Guess I would need to make a correction in the meeting minutes. On page 2, down where it says city attorney needed just for the minutes, that should be board to send a favorable, and the word payroll should be taken out. And the same for the next line, the word payroll should be removed, probably just a spell check typo thing. And there was one more on page 5 in the second main paragraph there, the line that says the second, and that is that it was fine to break the budget. I think that should be bring the budget to you today. So I guess we need a motion to accept those changes into the minutes.
I'll make a motion to accept the changes that were just presented to us in the minutes.
A second. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 All right. Down to our orders of business. Informational items. Number 1 is to welcome our new board member, Linda Steed.
Thank
Linda,
you.
very glad you're here.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Good deal. Let's see. The next item would be Debbie McClendon being hired as the Assistant Director and Circulation Supervisor. We want to open that up to Donna? Do you want to say anything about that?
Sure, and I apologize for the mistake. We had 1 and 1. You guys were both so very important that I apparently put you both at the top. So, and we do welcome Linda. Debbie McClendon has been hired as our Assistant Director, Circulation Supervisor. As you all know, Paula Donahue, who we all adored and did an awesome job, retired. And following her on Facebook, I see that she is in her travel trailer with her husband, and they've been down in Florida and Georgia and all sorts of places. So we're looking forward to her coming back and saying hello to us, but we are glad that she's enjoying her retirement. I did put in your packet Debbie's resume. I thought it would be interesting for you all to look over just to see her background, see where she came, and she has some great goals for the library. The library has been in her system for many, many years, and already she has brought some great ideas to the library. So our team is looking very forward to working with her. We feel that she's going to bring some energy that this old person is lacking at this time, and it will be a great thing, and I hope that you all get an opportunity to meet her. Do you have any questions about Debbie? Okay.
The next item will be the City of La Vergne and Motlow State Community College has signed an agreement to allow classroom space in the library meeting rooms, Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. You want to elaborate on that, please?
Sure. We are excited to have Motlow come on as partners with us. I appreciate the city going over the agreement and agreeing to sign this agreement with them. They're going to actually have 4 classes a day, Monday through Thursday. One class will be 8:30 to 10:30. The second class will be 10:30 to 12:30, giving an hour there for mishaps or overlaps in times, I should say. They will be using meeting room 1 and meeting room 2. They will not use it on Fridays. They will be going by semesters, so it will be a fall semester and a spring semester. They will start August 28th. They offered the city, which I think was very kind of them, a stipend of $4,000 a semester. So over the course of 2 years, we will receive $16,000 that will help cover electrical costs, any maintenance or any other costs that will be happen because of having this extra usage. We are going to go ahead and buy some new tables. I've been wanting to have those white lifetime tables. Now's a good time to get those, and some new chairs. And we just feel like they're going to be a great partner. Now, this is not to say that Rutherford County Adult Education, who did meet in the meeting room, we're not pushing them out at all. They will still continue to meet at our library Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. The morning times, they will be in the teen room, and then for the nighttime, they will go back to the meeting room. And then the meeting room will also still be used for our Girl Scout meetings, our programmings, our paint class, and community meetings. I know Lake Forest Estates has been meeting twice a month at the library on Thursday nights, and that's worked out really well, and we want to continue that. So this gives us an opportunity to not only partner with Motlow, but to continue our community activities.
It's a heavy schedule on those rooms. How you keep that straight?
It's been interesting, and it's getting more interesting, but I have a good spreadsheet, so it works out well. Any questions?
From the city meeting, that $4,000 will be going to the general fund, not the library fund?
It will go into the general fund,
Okay.
but it will be like a plus that we've put that in the general fund toward the library.
Maybe you can sweet talk Phyllis next year and maybe get her to pull a little bit of that
To the library.
into yours, since you did generate it, and that will help pay for those tables and maintenance and stuff.
Absolutely, and that's generally what they'll do, like with capital projects of this sort. They'll look to see what we have cash in the bank that we have put into the general fund, and we'll get to use some of those monies. So absolutely, Glenn, thank
Yep.
you.
And the biggest problem that they foresaw was parking?
The one thing I've talked to Motlow about is because there's going to be so many cars, most of those students are not going to carpool, they're going to come by themselves. They're looking at 20 to 25 students per class. So I've talked with Motlow about the students parking behind the library, down by the multipurpose building, and walking down the greenway over the bridge, and that way it will not take away from our patrons, especially on story time days. So that's a very good thought, but we have looked into that, and we feel that's the best solution. Generally, if you're at a state college or a university, you have to park pretty far away.
Yes, you do.
You don't have a pretty greenway or a bridge to walk over, so.
Any other comments or questions?
Do you normally charge for the use of the rooms, or how does that work?
No, we normally do not charge. This was just an agreement that Motlow had with the city, but we do not rent the rooms out because that gets into a whole different level. Some libraries do, but we do not, and we try to use it just for community and educational purposes.
Okay.
The next item is the summer reading program.
Okay, Build a Better World. We're going right along, and Miss Linda over here is nodding her head. She and her grandson and daughter have been very involved. Bridget has been very involved with Desi and Carly, and we appreciate that. Right at this moment, we have close to 500 participants signed up. That's from birth all the way through, I think our oldest participant at this time is 89. So that's really good. We're halfway through. We end the end of July. We'll be having some finales. The teens will have a teen finale to celebrate all of their accomplishments. And the teens have really built up their core group this year. They have had, I think the smallest program they've had was like 15. The largest was 25. So they are really building up that core group and having a really good time with that. Now the children, any child that has read or listened to 40 books gets to go to a skate party on Friday the 28th, I believe. Yes, because it ends the 29th.
Yeah.
Friday the 28th, they'll get to go to Skate Center in Smyrna and have a skate party, and the library does pay for that because we're very excited about them finishing those books. Most of the children read or listen to more than 40 We have posters put up in the library where when they reach 20, they can sign their name, 40, 60, 80, and 100. We have a couple of names on the 100 poster right now. And then the adults will have their grand finale that Friday night also. It will be a Dancing in the Stacks again. That seems to be very popular. We'll turn the gallery into a dance floor. This year, because it's Build a Better World, we're kind of thinking about peace, love. So we're going to go back to the 60s. And we're going to have some 60s rock and roll and want to have a few little hippies in there that are so excited about reading. So we're looking forward to that. We will have a DJ and good refreshments.
Have you picked your special guest appearances?
Well, I do believe Sonny and Cher may be coming this year.
Oh,
Yes,
Nice.
Dolly and Kenny came last year,
Yep.
so Sonny and Cher may just have to make an appearance.
That would be appropriate.
Any questions about the summer reading program? It has been fun. The events have been great. Our programmers with our entertainment, our magicians, the wildlife people were just fabulous. But I think one of the fun activities, Bridget, you brought your children to, was our Great American Duck Race, where we take plastic, Parks and Rec partners with us, and they put a plastic river in the back of the library, and they have hose pipes and buckets of water, and the children all decorate little rubber ducks, and they get to put their ducks in the river, and they race them down, and we have different heats, and it was a lot of fun. And everyone was a winner. They all got a lollipop, and then we had the first, second, and third place win a little bit larger prize, so had a good time. It's always fun, especially if it doesn't rain and if it's a good warm day.
Okay, any other comments about the summer reading? All right, we'll go on to the special pre-eclipse event on Thursday, August 17th.
Of course, everyone's talking about our great solar eclipse that's going to be happening in August. We're going to have a pre-eclipse event on Thursday night, the 17th at 6 p.m. We're going to have facts there that we share with the children and adults about the eclipse, how to view the eclipse safely, and we're going to make the old-fashioned box viewers, where you take aluminum foil and put on top of the box, and you pop a little hole in the top, and then you have a viewer to look down so you can safely view the solar eclipse. It's basically like a shadow on the ground. We'll have a piece of paper for them to view on. So that's going to be on the 17th. If it's okay, Glenn, I'll just
Yeah,
keep
go
going.
right into it.
And then on, of course, Monday, August 21st, the day of the great solar eclipse, at noon, between noon and 2, or people can stay a little bit longer depending on how the sun goes over, we will be having a viewing party at the library. Now, at that time, I would like to close the library's doors so that we can all go out, even the staff, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime event. So we'll be all going out to where the gazebo is in the green space beside the library, between the library and City Hall, and using our glasses, and you have a sample of your glasses today. The library has 500 pairs of certified solar eclipse viewing glasses that we will be giving away, and people can view with their solar eclipse glasses or with their view box. And Glenn just came up with a great idea.
I can't take the
Well,
credit.
he had heard about
My parents told
this.
me about it.
So, his parents' church is going to be serving refreshments, and so we're going to borrow their idea. We're going to have moon pies and sun drop. So I think that will be a great way to sit out there and sip your sun drop and eat your moon pie and view the solar eclipse. Okay, any questions?
so the kids will be back in school by then.
Now, I'm not sure, Rutherford County, I don't think has made a decision yet on, they will be back in school at that time. Some of the counties have closed that day.
Oh, okay.
There are some counties that are staying open, and they're going to use it as a learning experience, which is fantastic. So if Rutherford County does close, I totally encourage you to bring the children to the library or to another solar solar eclipse viewing party. There's going to be so many. If they're open, we're hoping that they will learn a lot about the solar eclipse. So either way, it's going to be a great day.
I think some cities have actually closed their doors up Gallatin area or Goodlettsville or somewhere like that. I know they're just shutting down everything for
Right.
it. So
It's a major event, and of course, as many of you have already said, hotels are already booked up, and people are flocking to the Nashville area because we are right in the path. So it's going to be exciting.
pray for good weather.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, any other comments or questions on that? All right, then looks like the last item, the remaining 2017 regular library board meeting dates, September 11th, 2017, and November 13th, 2017. Both those are on a Monday, right?
Yes.
Yep, and the next one is September 11th.
Sounds great. And very quickly, I didn't write it down, we will have a booth tent at Old Timers Day.
Just fixing to ask you
Yes,
that,
I love the theme, Our Roots Run Deep.
Oh, nice.
So the library is going to take that a little bit literal for the children. We're going to be planting root plants, and we're going to have a viewer where you can see the roots, the carrot, the beet, potatoes, several root plants. And then for the adults, of course, we do have Ancestry.com on the computers at the library. We encourage you to come, and that day we're going to encourage people to come to the library and search for your roots. And we'll have some handouts about Ancestry.com and just some other fun giveaways.
Are you doing anything for National Night Out as
Yes, we will be there.
In the
We
heat.
will be there, and most of the time I think we hand out bookmarks, and usually we become the balloon people where we do the helium balloon and hand out. But oh yes, the library will be at National Night Out. That's always a fun, great event, and we like to support our local police department.
Now, for Old Timers Day, I know it's kind of a long day, and do board members volunteer to help out under the tent to give y'all a break? Because it's not fair for the employees to have to be under there all day and not enjoy the festivities.
And we would love for you all to come and join us under the
Right.
tent.
Give you a break to go.
Right. What we usually do, I schedule the staff different times that they're working at our booths so that they can have a lunch break and so they can
Right.
walk around. But we do encourage you all to come over. That would be awesome. And just to see, you know, what we've got going on and to help out a little bit. But thank you. That's very kind.
That's what, yeah.
But we do try to schedule, you know, you come in at this time and this is your lunch. Almost like a regular work day for our staff, but with a fun twist.
I don't mind helping out at all.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Are there any other events, Glenn, that I haven't thought of between now and September? Because
Can't think of
we
any.
will not meet again until September the 11th, so it'll be after Old Timers Day. And we meet every other month.
Right, right.
So do encourage you to come out and see us at National Night Out. I'm sure a lot of you will be there working, or yes, Monteque will, and then of course Old Timers Day. And Debbie has got very excited. I do believe the library will have a float at Old Timers Day this year.
Oh,
So they have the tractor, they have the trailer. She has a driver, and she has a theme running through her head. Has to do with the big tree. So, so we'll see what happens.
very good.
And as always, the board is very, very welcome to come over and spend some time with us. I appreciate you all being patrons of the library, along as supporting our library. But you're welcome to come and just hang out with us anytime.
All right, I believe that's the end of our agenda. If there's nothing else, we'll call the meeting adjourned.